Thank you. My name is Danny Nelson of Green Top Table. My partner Jeff Hayes, Dave Fenwick, and I design and build innovative and beautiful tabletops made strictly from sustainable materials and specifically for the restaurant and hospitality market. Never has there been more demand for sustainable building materials, more and more so from restaurant owners who are looking to go green. All are looking to differentiate from their competition, and they are hungry, pardon the pun, for sustainable table options readily available in standard sizes and at a more competitive cost. And I emphasize, restaurant owners are hungry for sustainable table options that are readily available in standard sizes at a more competitive cost because there, as of today, there is none. There exist today two competitive options. The first one is from restaurant suppliers like you may have heard of Bar Green and Ellison, Rose's Restaurant Supply, TableBases.com. Their standard offerings are made of plastic laminate and usually Formica. They are, in our humble opinions, really ugly, not as durable as they make themselves out to be, and basically designed for the landfill. Why do restaurants keep buying these tables? Because sadly, oftentimes it's the only known option to the restaurant owner. The second option is custom-made tables and bars that are expensive, almost always exceed original budgets, and almost never are delivered on time. Green Top Table is bridging what we think is a very important and needed gap by providing standard, sustainable tables in standard sizes at a competitive cost to the restaurant owner. We basically want to inspire owners to differentiate themselves with a more beautiful and sustainable restaurant theme that make their customers want to come back time and time again. Okay. So Green Top hits a core of what we think are really, and what we know from our experience of dealing with restaurant owners and chains. Green Top hits a core of competitive attributes important to the restaurateur. Standard options by restaurant suppliers might hit part of the cost or part of the durability section of this slide. They do not, in our opinion, come close to fulfilling design appeal or any of the sustainability aspects. Custom options might hit some of the design appeal or at times even the sustainability portions, but most oftentimes not at all close on cost. Again, Green Top Table, we are looking to provide all the needs and attributes a proprietor who's opening up a new restaurant who wants to differentiate himself from the rest and his needs. Our business model is pretty simple. Direct sales in the Pacific Northwest, mainly Portland and Seattle. We've already set up and put in motion channel sales through manufacturers' reps in both Portland and the Seattle markets. Advertising, trade shows, and our suppliers like our business model, and they're more than eager to refer referrals. Typically a sheet goods supplier of the materials that we use will sell their products through eco home improvement stores. That model is not really becoming mainstream. They're looking for companies like Green Top that are a niche company building a niche product for a large market, a large hungry market like the restaurant market. As a co-founder in 2004, the first green building manufacturers repping firm, I got a chance to work with a lot of the companies that you see here. And their materials are basically what differentiate and help Green Top tables stand out amongst the standard competition. Our sustainable advantages are our key supplier agreements, proprietary manufacturing process that allows us to lower cost. We've done this. We've been around the block. We figured it out. We figured out how to make sustainable tabletops cheaper. The restaurant market is huge. In fact, it's the highest turnover business in America, and most people would look at that as a negative aspect in our industry, but we look at it as a positive because our restaurants that we have supplied materials to, 98% of them are still open today. And we help make restaurants successful because, I don't know about you, but I pretty much think the three things that make a restaurant successful are good food, good service, but what I see is really equally important is an inviting atmosphere that makes customers want to come back time and time again. We're continuously working on new products, new materials, and new materials are always coming out. We figured out how to blend those materials and make them cost effectively. With 30 plus restaurants using our materials, most still in business today, we have an established base and a proven business model. There's lots of room for growth. Portland and Seattle open up approximately 30 new restaurants per month. Chains, some of the chains, the more upscale chains, have a huge demand and appetite for using green materials. They just don't know where to get them. We've already had meetings with most of those chains, and we currently have tabletops in 2 New Seasons markets. We're seeking like-minded people who are interested in helping with ideas, resources to help us simply bring more sustainability and style to the restaurant marketplace. I'm Danny Nelson, along with my business partner, Jeff Hayes, Dave Fenwick. We are Green Top Table, and we would love to just talk to you, any of you, after this. Thanks.
You say that you have, nice job by the way, you say that you have a way of lowering costs and
Yes.
more sustainable way to do it. Can you, without giving too much away, can you give us a little glimpse in your
Without killing you?
sauce? Yeah,
There's part of it is just by doing, okay? As a manufacturer's reps, we had a dizzying amount of business models, distribution, sales, marketing, manufacturer's reps, a kitchen and bath shop where we sold to homeowners. The most fun and exciting and actually the most profitable of those business models was our attention and work and projects with restaurants. Having done those restaurants, we figured out a lot about the materials. Using different thicknesses, we're looking, we've done local. We want to do more local and the more outside of the Hood River area with 8+ restaurants in Hood River. We want to focus on Portland and Seattle, but as early as next year, we're really ready as far as production to start cranking out tables and go nationally. And a lot of that what comes into play there is making a product that's lighter. Table bases that are collapsible and more light, and tabletops that are are lighter. And typically what's been used is the solid surface, the ag byproduct, the bamboos, the 15 types of woods that we're going to be using from spalted alder to fir to eastern maple to Oregon walnut is usually a 3/4 inch material. So yeah, part of that is using a 1/4 inch material, bonding it to formaldehyde-free substrate that's lighter to ship, easier to ship, and that's part of the process. Yes.
Two questions. First one is essentially over two. Design appeal, great table.
Mm-hmm.
But I got a chair too. I shit
They're horrible. They're horrible. They're horrible. So green top table, really, really simple concept, almost cookie cutter to the point. You know, I've done all the complex projects, the commercial projects, have been spec'd by the Bora architects for 80 units for flooring, which is a nightmare. We're in and out with tabletops. What we want to sell that restaurant is we want to sell them a standard size, sustainable, beautiful tabletop with a couple standard options for a base and standard options for a chair, high chair, bar chair that matches. So if you're using, and you look in some of our installations, they're using a bamboo theme, the backer board, the table chair itself, the back would be made of the same material. Everything would be integrated. Really all we're doing is we see so many scattered mumbo jumbo themes for a restaurant. We're really helping them to pick a design, just pick a theme, you know, whether it's an urban hardwood with metal, whether it's a bamboo design, whether it's, you know, a sleek solid surface for a fine dining, you know, with more of a contemporary dwell look. Pick one of those 3 types of themes and let us build. We'll build you the table standard sizes. We'll get them to you at a good cost, and then build your theme around that. So yes, we want to sell tabletops, chairs, and table bases. What we consider custom, that we'll do the drawings for, but anybody can have their local contractor. They can do their bar top and paneling to match the chairs, but we're offering them options, themes, basically.
So the second question, I hope nobody from the angel investing group would consider it heretical.
Consider
I
what?
often run across people who are trying to start businesses, and they think they're going to be able to go to a bank, the Small Business Administration, and borrow some money. And I tell them, no, I think you ought to go look here. In fact, I invited some people to come here and see this.
Yeah.
And now, in your situation, it sounds like, without seeing your financials, that I've got a company that's profitable, been in business more than 2 years, and would be a prime candidate to go through SBA and get loans to expand their business along with the development system and stuff. So why would you choose this approach?
We're not sure we are choosing this approach. We're open. Does that answer the question? Any other questions? Okay.